Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 2024 planning session sponsored by the System Suite. I am Tiffany Marshall, and I'm excited to chat with you. So let's get going. I want to say congratulations for making this time for yourself and being here. So this is a planning session. So I hope and trust that you are comfortable. I hope and trust that you're just in a place where you can have this moment for yourself. This is a moment for yourself. So maybe you're driving, maybe you're at home, maybe you're en route somewhere, but this is a moment for yourself. And I want to say kudos and special thank you to Jamaica, Annette, Winter, Deborah, Rona, Tamika, and Tanya for being the first 6 people to, or is that 7? 7 people to register for this planning session. Thank you for taking action. Thank you to all of you. I just wanted to highlight the first 7 to take action and register for this planning session nearly a month ago. And so in the next 60 minutes, actually less than 60 minutes, I am going to show you my step-by-step process to crush chaos and organize your life. Now, it sounds like a major task. It's not. It's so doable, and I'm excited for you to get this step-by-step process. That's why I say this is a moment for you, a moment for your current and your future, because let me tell you, we talk so much about what we want to do in the future, and it's almost like, is it going to come? But when you have a clearly organized life, you get to just live in some of the fulfillment of your planning for now and tomorrow, right? Because the lives that we live tomorrow, are planned today. And so if you don't know me, hello. But I also like to share with you what others say about me and what others get when they work and connect with me. So within the System Suite, one of our branches is the Clear Life, okay? And so we do co-working, planning sessions, and all that good kind of stuff. And what you see on the screen right now are the benefits of those that work with me. These are the results. Deborah was able to organize content. If you have a business or if you just like to post on social media, you know how time-consuming social media can be, especially if you are a business owner and you are scheduling and creating your own content. But just to have 20 extra hours in your day is amazing. Stacey was able to sit down in one session and just elevate her professional career. Ronnie was working on a business collaboration, and he was able to get that information done, that contract done. Tina was like, listen, I've been walking in circles trying to get my journals done for the past 6 months. It's been sitting over there, but I was able to get it done in one session. So that's why I'm saying this time for yourself is super powerful. Here's a text message that I received. Girl, I was at work and someone came into my office. I greeted them and asked them how could I help them. They stated that they just wanted to say hi. I told them to go away, your distraction, right? And I'm sure that this person didn't say it just like that, but the matter of the fact is that hello is a distraction. Hey, goodbye, right? She says, between your teaching and rework, I'm not sure how to deal with people. Okay, bye. So she was just sharing that, listen, I am understanding the value of my time. I'm honoring my time and I'm limiting distractions. And that's why you're here, okay? Like I said, in less than 60 minutes, I'm going to show you my step-by-step process to get some order and organization in your life. And that's so important to me because just being who I am and understanding how things work, everything needs a process. Okay, everything needs a process. And what I know and what I practice and what I know is proven to be true and proven to work, it costs me a lot. It costs me a lot. And so you can have these same testimonies. You can also, with just some focus and using my proven process, you can also have the same success. Chaos is a choice. Being overwhelmed is a choice. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Chaos is a choice and being overwhelmed is a choice. So stay with me because this is not going to be long. Now, I'm going to let you know this. I am not here to give you your workout clothes today. I am not here to give you your workout clothes. Tiffany, what do you mean? You know how when you're starting your fitness journey and you're like, you know what, let me just go and get, some new shoes, I'm gonna get some new clothes, purchase a new water bottle, and I'll be ready. But let me tell you, workout clothes does not equal weight loss. Okay? Workout clothes does not equal weight loss. Stay with me. Cute stationery does not equal clarity. Now, I love planners, I love journals, but I am not here today to tell you what type of workout clothes to get. I am not here to tell you what type of planner to go and buy, nor am I here to tell you what type of apps to download. That's not what we're doing, because you can go and get the cutest planner, you can go and download the best app, free 99, or you can pay, and you can still be unorganized. Are you with me? So again, I am not here to tell you what clothes to go and buy and what journals to purchase. Because again, workout clothes does not equal weight loss. A cute planner does not equal clarity. I am here to give you strategy. I am here to give you a step-by-step process to crush chaos in your life. Now listen, if you're totally organized, this is not the webinar for you. If you're already clear, if you already have constructive days, if you have no distractions, this is not the webinar for you. So I don't want you to waste your time. But I do know that most of you listening are thinking, or you have felt that planning is restrictive. Tiffany, it's boring. It's time consuming. I'm busy, but I really don't have time to get organized. Right? I know what that feels like. I know what that sounds like. It's almost like setting a budget. Have you ever worked on a budget and you feel like, oh my gosh, it's restricting? Or actually, before you even started that budget, a financial personal budget or a business budget, you're like, oh, I don't want a budget because, it's going to give me too many restraints. I'm not going to be able to spend any money. But when you actually sit down to complete that budget, you found more freedom. You're like, you know what? I have more money than I thought I did, right? I have more leverage than I thought I did, or I need to cut back and do better. You see more possibilities when you sit down to do the work. The same thing applies to planning and getting organized, okay? Have you ever been in traffic and the person in front of you is not paying attention? And it's like, hello, I need you to go. We can make this light if you pay attention, right? And other people are starting to honk. And now you're frustrated because you're like, it's not me, it's the car in front of me. And that's really how life is. When you get clear and when you get organized, you are focused on what you need to do and where you need to go. And your light is green, right? And so that's why you are here, so that you can sail with clarity in your life and stay in your lane. We say stay in your lane, but we're really not in our lane. And many times when we get to our lane, we have too many passengers in the car, or we're trailing people that we should not be trailing. Or we've decided to lead a trail of cars and we should not be in that position either. So stay with me, right? I am going to give you a 3-step process again to organize your life. And organizing your life sounds major, it sounds big, but the organization that you need in your life starts by your day-to-day practices. Are you all with me? Are you all with me? Okay. And so here is the 3-step guarantee. If you practice these and put in the work, you will get clarity. Okay. And let me tell you, with clarity comes a whole lot of confidence. All right. So you have to be able, you have to be willing, you have to be open to overcoming your limiting belief. You will not receive anything that you don't want to embrace. So if you really don't want to be organized, you will not be organized because you have yet to shift your mind to even embrace being organized. You will also have to overcome the hurdle of having a chaotic environment. So many people say, well, Tiffany, my job is chaotic, my house. No. You are your space. You, your body, you are your environment. And when you make up in your mind to be organized and clear, everything else around you falls in line because you can stand 10 toes down, fully confident in who you are, right? And what you tolerate. So overcome these, and you have to believe it before you understand. Put that in the chat box. You have to believe this thing before you understand it. It may not make sense right now, but I'm telling you that it's proven and it works. So let me tell you, as you know me, you know that I have a background in marketing, okay? And there are people, there are companies, there are teams that sit and strategize on how to get your money each and every day. On average, you are consumed with, you are hearing, you are exposed to about 3,000 different messages, whether it be marketing, buy me. You are consumed with about 3,000 messages, direct mail, digital marketing, emails. That's a lot. Then you have requests coming at you left and right. You have text messages coming to you. You have emails coming to you. You have all these things. You have people asking you things. And most likely it's just requests, okay? It's rare that you want to get a, hey, how are you? How can I help you today? Is everything okay? It's rare, and that's okay. I just want you to be aware of these distractions, okay? And we're also distracted by our over-involvement and our overextension and many commitments. When you have a planned and organized life, it doesn't mean that you don't do anything. It just means that you know your boundaries and your capacity so that you can fully walk clearly. Now, be mindful of these things because these are the things that no one talks about, right? And so I want you to understand these before we go into the 3-step process that you need to organize your life. I want you to understand that ASAP is not true, okay? ASAP is not true. And I go into how to tackle all of these and how to maneuver through all of these in my coaching with my clients. But I want you to understand that everything is not an emergency. Every request is a demand of your time. No matter how small it is a demand of your time. Because if you're saying yes to something, you're saying no to something else. That yes is not wrong. You just want to make sure that you can afford to say no to whatever else it is. Your number is not 911. If people are always calling you in an emergency, if people are always calling you last minute, you want to have a structure and system in place as to how you respond. Even 911, when you call your emergency line, they have questions for you before they dispatch help. Even now, they ask you, is this an emergency? Or is it a non-emergency? And then they handle it based on your response. Am I right? Okay. When it comes to organizing your life, please understand that you're not missing out. You won't be able to go everywhere. And guess what? When you're clear, you don't even have a desire to be everywhere. You don't have the desire to miss the photo shoot. You know, I always ask myself, when I was growing up, I did scrapbooking. So I always had my little Kodak camera and I would drop it off at Eckerd's for my 24-hour prints. And people were like, oh, why are you taking pictures? And taking pictures was never the thing until social media. But anyway, your yes is overextending you. If you're always saying yes, you're overextending yourself. Assess before you say yes. Ask yourself, can I afford to say yes? And understand when you are asked to do something, think about it first. And most meetings are unproductive, right? And so knowing this, if you ever felt like this, you're not crazy. Okay. But remember, most people are not organized. So they don't play with your top without knowing that they're playing with your top. Okay. So here's what happens to most of us. Most people, not you because you're listening to me. So I'm not going to say us. This is what happens to most people. Their life is based on what they're obligated to do. I have to go to work. I have to go to this meeting. I have to go here. I have to go here. So they are living on life's agenda and not their own agenda. They live what I call a box life. boxed at home, boxed at work. They're just boxed in everywhere they go. And they're chasing whatever purpose they think they have. They're chasing purpose. They never stand in their purpose. They never are their purpose. They're just chasing whatever they believe to be their purpose. And they're just following what life tells them to do. And it's so important to understand that you have to make your way all the way to the top. It's great to have dreams, but everybody has a dream. Everybody has inspirations and aspirations, right? And then you have those dreamers who start to do something, but now they're just busybodies. They're doing everything. They're doing everything. They're doing everything. And they think they're doing something, right? Ask me how I know. And then you have those who start to execute, and then they make their way up to being a decision maker. Don't you know that decision makers are powerful? There is indecision will wear you out. And decision makers sit at the top. They make the most, or they reap the most benefits, depending on the situation, by doing less work. Those at the top do less work. And so for whatever reason, life has taught us that if you're doing everything, do everything, be a busybody, be here, be there, be here, be there, you're running it. No, right? Decision makers are clear and they are objective and they have confidence like none other, right? And when you have that confidence and clarity, you either have a different energy about yourself, you show up differently, you think differently, you talk differently, you walk differently, you spend differently. When you are clear about what you're supposed to be doing, you're also clear about what you're not supposed to be doing. You're clear about where you're going and where you're not going. You're clear on what you're spending your money on and what you're not spending your money on. So if I can't support this fundraiser today, I don't feel bad because it doesn't align with what my vision is. If I'm not going to this event, or if I'm not taking this trip, or if I'm not going out to this dinner celebration, I'm okay with that because I know that's a lie. Okay, so I want you to reflect on these 3 questions. Screenshot, take a picture, do what you have to do, take notes. This year, 2023, did you feel in control of your time? Did you feel in control of your time? Did you actually do what you wanted to do this year? This is a planning session, right? Some of y'all might want to say, pause, Tiff. You'll be able to pause me. And were you living according to your agenda or the demands of others? Are you all picking up what I'm dropping down? Turn me up if you need to, okay? And so I want you to understand that you have to drive what you want to happen. We're talking about clarity. We're talking about organization. You don't become clear just because you want to be. You don't get clarity because you wake up and say, oh, I want to organize life today. It doesn't happen like that. You have to understand that what I want, what I desire, what I vision is driven by what I do, where I go, okay? So really, what do you want out of life? Because if you're not sure about what you want and how you want to live, you're just going to just go through life. And as Stacy would say, Stacy with the E would say, fly by the seat of your pants. You don't make decisions until someone tells you what to think. You don't make any time for yourself. You don't go out, you don't plan dates for yourself until people tell you, oh, let's do X, Y, and Z. You don't take initiative. You don't make the decision until the world or other people tell you what to do. You have to have your own vision and be clear in it. So how do you want to live? What type of social life do you want? What type of professional life do you want? What type of education do you want to obtain? And please note that education is formal and informal, not just going to college and getting degrees, okay? And then what is your purpose? And I don't have time to get into purpose, but you want to be sure that you are clear about your vision, okay? And I walk my clients through all of this because you have to be super clear in that. And let me tell you, when you get clear on really what you want, you learn that, okay, I've got to do some things that I probably, haven't done, or things that I need to continue to do. There's some things that I need to delegate, and there's some things that I just need to stop doing, period. And let me tell you, let me give you the permission today at this very moment. Let me give you the permission to make your decisions. Okay, even if you have to change your mind, you are free to do that. You have the power to do that. And so, step 2 in going into organizing your life and organizing and preparing for the next new year, I don't want you to look at the whole calendar year in 12 months. Because if you try to pivot and do something different every week, if you try to pivot and do something different every month, you might get lost in the sauce. And guess what? It becomes overwhelming. And when you get overwhelmed, you don't do much. And so what happens is we're almost done. Stay with me. We're almost done. Stay with me. What you want to do is divide your year into 4 quarters. And for each quarter, you have a focus. So you're not jumping all around. You're not yin-yanging. Right? You're not trying to, do so many things in a short period of time. You have to think ahead. Remember what I told you a few minutes ago, how there are marketing companies that plan ahead for your money? Right now, car companies know what car they're releasing next year. When you walk into the store and you start to see Christmas decorations, you start to see New Year decorations, you start to see Valentine's and say Patrick's Day decoration months in advance, that's because there's a strategic plan to get those items out. So why are you not as strategic with your time? If there are companies that spend billions to distract you and to get your money, you want to invest that into yourself so that, they can't play you. Right? If you know you're taking a trip, now we spend time on vacation and planning trips. But if you know that you are going to Alaska next year, buy your winter clothes in the summer so they're not getting extra money for you when you wait till the winter to buy your clothes. Okay. So again, remember, I wanted you to focus on these things. Did you feel in control of your time? Did you do what you actually want to do? It starts with your vision, planning by the quarter, and then break that quarter down. Okay. And if you registered and you checked your email this month, I've given you the planning tools already. You're welcome. Use them. Okay. So you want to start with writing your vision. And let me tell you, I hope you have time to do it now, to do it today, because you're most likely not going to do it after this. That's just human nature. You're most likely not going to do it after this. Okay. And then here's what happens to most people. They plan up their weekends. They make no time for themselves. You only have 4 weekends a month. Use them wisely. Okay? You only have 4 weekends a month. You want to use them wisely. Give yourself permission to have fun. Many times people think, if I have a plan, no. Plan in your time for self-care, for family care, for your social life. Right? Now, if it has to be spontaneous, that's fine. It can be spontaneous. Understand that it's okay to change your mind as well. It is okay to change your mind. There may be some obligations that you say yes to. Go back and say no. I thought I could do it, but I underestimated my capacity. Practice saying no. Go in front of the mirror and practice saying no. I'm sorry, I thought I'll be able to do this, but I can't. I have to retract at this moment. Maybe I can revisit this opportunity in the future. Say it out loud. Type it out loud. Start saying it. Don't wait till the opportunity comes to say no, but practice saying no. Why? Because you have to be clear about your actions and your involvement and make sure they align with whatever your vision is, whatever you foresee for yourself. Tap into your body. How are you feeling? Your body is a great, it's just a great system in itself. It gauges how you feel. Pause and think, like, if I say yes to this engagement, this event, this meeting, how do I feel? If I say yes to going to this party, how do I feel? Should I go? Should I do it? This event is $300. How do I feel about spending this money? Tap into how you're feeling, because that gives you clarity as well. Okay. It helps you make the right decisions. And again, assess before saying yes. Think about something before you say yes to it. And so in scheduling, in organizing, you find freedom in it. right? And so I've discovered a proven way to help you get organized, right? I've discovered a proven way to help you get organized, right? Or rather, I practice. Let me say that. There's nothing new under the sun. I practice a proven way to help you get organized. I redesigned my career by just making this decision to get clear. I kid you not. I sat down over a cup of coffee and I told my friend Winter, I said, girl, I am tired of life whipping my ass. I said it. Okay, straight up, period. And when I made a decision to be clear and go after what I want and not tolerate anything that I did not want, I jumped careers quickly. Everything just fell in line because I made up in my mind that I wanted better because I got clear, right? I improved my friendships. I believe that I'm a better friend. I'm clear about what type of friendships I want, and I'm okay with that. I don't go to places that I'm not welcome. I don't go to places where I'm tolerated. I'm okay with declining invites to X, Y, and Z place because I'm just clear with my yes and confident with my no. And I discovered how to free up 7 to 10 hours a week. Bro, add that up. Add that up. And so I use simple tools to help me get organized, right? I use simple tools to help me get there. And again, if you checked your email this morning, you got these things. You got these tools. So I plan my year, right? What is my focus professionally? What is my focus personally? Right? And then I do a weekly calendar, right? So I time block, which is a strategy that I teach my clients. And then there are days where I do a daily plan. Okay, here's what I'm going to focus on today. Because in planning, you get flexibility, right? And so organizing your life is not by way of having fancy apps. You don't have to be tech literate, right? You don't have to think, you have to disregard the thought that planning is rigid. It's not. It gives you expectation. Okay, again, I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm not doing, right? Can you do this, girl? Let me check my calendar, girl. Let me see what's up. And isn't it funny how when we're in grade school or primary school, we have schedules, right? If you have nieces, nephews, children in the preschool, there's a schedule on the wall. When you went to middle school, high school, there was a schedule. When you went to college, there was a schedule. But for whatever reason, we just think that, oh, we don't need structure at some point in life. Oh, it becomes too hard, right? And it's never too early to start. It's never too early, but it can become, I'm not going to say that. It's never too early to start. So I want you to process, how was your year? Did you do what you wanted to do? Did you live based on what you want to do or other people's agenda and demand of your time? Right? And so I can walk you through this. The choice is yours. There are 2 ways that you can work with me starting like next week. There are 2 ways you can work with me. We can sit down and I can teach you how to organize your week, or you can work with me for 8 weeks. 8 weeks to get it all together, right? I like to tell my coach she's straight no chaser, and I believe in being the same way. Sit down with me one-on-one, and we need to peel away all the layers, all the distraction, and coach you through how to respond to distractions, right? How to demystify time management. It's not difficult. You just need a proven plan and accountability to get it done, right? Teach you how to write your vision, what it is. Walk in that confidence. Be clear about what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. Be clear about where you're going, what you're not, and where you're not going. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's a little uncomfortable because everybody's not doing it. And guess what? That's why you should. That's exactly why you should. You should do what other people are not doing. So I welcome you to the opportunity to work with me one-on-one, right? You can work with me one time on your weekly schedule, or you can go all in like Tiffany, girl, give me the whole 8 weeks. I need the whole 8 weeks to get this clear coaching together. I need to get my life together. Okay. And so registration is open. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat box or send me an email, but go over to tiffmarshall.com, and it's only one me. And that's why seating is limited, because I just, I will not overextend myself, right? And I won't cheat you out of the opportunity of having great coaching to get you through this. 1 hour a week for 8 weeks with me or just one session with me, right? So I want to congratulate you for being here. Thank you for taking the opportunity to just think about what you need to do to get clear. You will be able to go back, watch this through, but do not let 24 hours pass without starting to organize your life, right? Start thinking about what you need to do, delegate, delete. What life do you really want, right? And how can you get yourself there? How can you get yourself there? And again, you're taking your life, right? Your vision, and you're breaking it up. It's not difficult. You need to think about, what do I need to do every month, then every week, to get to where I need to go? And just honestly enjoy my life and not be overwhelmed and not be chaotic and not be stretched. When you're stretched and pulled, you're uncomfortable, right? You're not settled. You're not content. You don't wake up with excitement. You don't feel good. You are not created to live that way. So fight for the clarity. Go get the clarity that you need. Go get your clarity, girl. Okay? Or guy. I love all y'all. All right. So thank you for attending the 2024 planning session. You'll hear more from me soon. Stay connected at tiffmarshall.com. And I hope to see you soon in coaching. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.